Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Critic Insider. Now, first up, I am very sorry that, I look quite tired in this video because I just woke up. But, anyways, today's video is, I will give you some unpopular opinions of mine that may surprise you. So yeah, so let's just get right into the video. Now, first up, I'll talk about a couple of cult classic movies that I didn't like that much. First off, I didn't care for The Wizard of Oz. Now, do I think The Wizard of Oz is a bad movie? No, it is a decent movie. I'd give it like a 6 or something, but I didn't think it was truly a cinematic masterpiece. It didn't do anything special for me as a person, really. Just personally, what I think of it as is just a fun little family fantasy adventure from the 30s and nothing that was too special to me. So yeah, next up, lots of people get mad when I say this one, but I think Jaws is a very boring movie. Yes, that's right, you guys. Now, I watched Jaws for the first time last year. Now I know it sounds ridiculous that I never watched Jaws until last year, because it is arguably one of the most classic movies of all time. But I was expecting to like it and finally got around to seeing it last year, and it was boring. It didn't do anything for me. I mean, we didn't get much shark action at all. Most of it was just men fishing on a boat looking for the shark. I mean, it had a very good last 20 minutes or so, but if the entire movie would have been just like the last 20 minutes, then Jaws would have been a much better movie. But I'm sorry, guys, I just found it to be boring. It didn't really do anything for me. Now, I really like Spielberg movies, but this one just didn't do much for me. So yeah. So anyway, next up is I think that It Chapter 2 is better than the first It. Now, very few people have this opinion, and I gave the second It movie a very positive review, and that was because I just thought the second one was better. Now, the first one was still a great movie. I really liked the first one. But it wasn't by a long shot, but I did like the second one better. And now there are a lot of complaints at it that it felt too long, it had too much flashbacks. For me personally, I mean, that's a little bit of a negative for me. They had like a full 10-minute Loser Club kid flashback scene that didn't do anything to the story. Rather than that, it didn't feel long at all, and in my opinion, it felt more action than the first It, because this one didn't have less of Pennywise the clown. Yes, I mean a few of the horror scenes didn't make a lot of sense, but overall it had much horror to it than the first It. The first It was a lot of teenagers riding around on their bikes, but a couple of people really were annoyed by the Chinese food scene, the naked grandma scene, because they're like, it's not scary enough, it's too funny. Personally, I don't get scared of horror movies easily, but for me personally, just because it's not like super scary and gory and stuff, that doesn't mean it's not grippy and a great movie. And yeah, so I personally didn't get most of It Chapter 2's complaints, and overall, I like the first It movie better than It Chapter 2. So yeah, next up, I don't like the Harry Potter movies. I watched one, maybe two of them. It was a while back ago, and I just don't like that film series. And yeah, I'm not big on YA movies myself. I mean, I didn't really like The Hunger Games. I'm not crazy about all that like young adult stuff and stuff like that. But I went but I just don't like the Harry Potter movies. I mean, they are too over the top fantasy for me. I mean, it's too weird and fictional and just, yeah, too hard to relate to for me. So, yeah. Now, I think the whole Dark Knight trilogy is overrated. Now, don't get me wrong here or nothing. I still like the Dark Knight trilogy, but personally, I think it's overhyped. Because it only had one great movie. It had two good but not great movies. Really love the Dark Knight. I mean, I recently did a Dark Knight ranking video, and I mentioned that the Dark Knight was not a 10 out of 10 movie for me. I give it like an 8.5 or a 9. It wasn't a masterpiece for me or nothing. Not the best comic book movie out there. I personally think that's Logan, but I still think that the Dark Knight is a great movie. And as for the other two, the Dark Knight Rises was pretty good. It just had a weird ending to it, and they for sure could have fixed that ending. But it also had too much of the over-the-top action. I liked the other two movies' action much better. I'm not a big fan of like the over-the-top, just explosions action. I like suspenseful and dark sort of action. But and as for Batman Begins goes, I don't know why. I just found it to be kind of for me. So yeah. So next up, I personally thought that Us was better than Get Out, and Us was underrated, and Get Out was overhyped. So yeah, I liked Get Out personally, but not even close to one of the best movies of the last decade. Now, as for Us goes, I thought that was a fantastic movie. Was it the best of 2019? Probably not, but one of the best. I mean, it was scary, it was intense, you could get into the characters, and Us was just it even had humor. Like, I was balling up laughing in that scene where they tried to call the police. You know what I'm talking about if you have seen the movie. But also Get Out is a good movie. I mean, I thought it was intense and all, but it was just a bit weird sort of, and it wasn't amazing, but I still really like Get Out. I thought that it was a great and suspenseful movie. And yeah, so my final one here is that I'm not a fan of Disney animated classics. Now, some of them I like. Love The Lion King. I enjoyed Aladdin. But most Disney animated classics are just meh for me. Like I like the Pixar much better than Disney animated classics. I mean, I love the Toy Story and all of that stuff, but Beauty and the Beast, that was kind of an alright movie. Jungle Book, really like the live action remake for that one. Usually the live action remakes aren't that great, but really like the Jungle Book live action remake. And the anime movie is just kind of bland, and yeah, so not huge on Disney anime classics. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. See ya.